Picture this. It's October 10th, 2023 and you've pre-ordered Forza Motorsport, only to start playing the game and soon realise that it's broken and plagued with bugs that virtually make it unplayable. You try to upgrade your car and the game gets stuck on the applying upgrade screen, or you've just realised that the money that you've earned doesn't actually go towards the upgrades, and now you have to bow down to the new ridiculous car point upgrade system to apply any upgrades to your car. At this point, you've probably thought, oh okay, that's not so bad. So you go and do something else with your time when playing Motorsport. You've remembered that Forza Motorsport 7 had a drag strip, so you go and try and find the drag strip only to notice that this wasn't added into the game. You also let this slide. Then you remember that drifting was a huge part in Forza Motorsport 7, so you also go and try some drifting events, only to realise that this also isn't in the game until over 1 year later since its release. Obviously there is many other issues with Forza Motorsport, but is it fixable? Can Forza Motorsport redeem itself as a competitor to Gran Turismo 7? Well, I think I have fixed it. Yep, that's right, I bought a PS5, which also means I bought Gran Turismo 7. Long story short, it can't be fixed and Gran Turismo 7 is everything Forza could have been, but it wasn't. Don't waste your time buying and playing Forza Motorsport like me, and go and buy Gran Turismo 7 if you want a good quality racing game you can just jump into. Yes, there is other games such as the AC franchise, but they do also lack in other areas where Gran Turismo excels massively. The problem with the gaming industry is that these huge multi-billion-dollar companies waste millions and millions of dollars releasing absolute crap and change everything up in a new game when players don't want that. It's seriously not that hard to create a decent racing game when you've done it plenty of times before. We all know the developers think that they have amazing ideas to add or change features in a new upcoming title yet to be released, when it's not what players want. All we wanted with Forza Motorsport was a good quality racing game with all of the features that Forza Motorsport 7 had, but more, at launch. Yes, every game is going to have its bugs when it's released, but the lack of diversity with content inside games such as Forza Motorsport and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown doesn't give any of us much hope for future titles being built from the ground up.
Built from the ground up.
Built from the ground up.
Built from the ground up for this generation.
You lying to me already?
There are many areas that Polyphony did an amazing job at versus the shitstorm that Forza Motorsport is and will forever be in. The whole redesign of the game format has been disappointing. From the groundbreaking AI we race, to the car modification system, and lack of diversity of events and things to do in the game, as well as the downgrading graphics we all received once the game was released and are still experiencing. There is no real life racing suits, no race mod cards anymore, the AI is terrible, no drag racing events, and the story and progression of the game is virtually non-existent. Many players had their hopes up for Forza Motorsport when screenshots were released. However, these screenshots didn't do Turn 10 any favours when players started playing the game. Players soon realised that the images and the trailers were clearly not a real representation of what the game was like, as you can see here. It simply looks like the game was developed on Windows XP, with Forza Motorsport 7 actually looking 10 times better than the new Motorsport. Basically, all of the audio and visual design wasn't Forza Motorsport's strong suit in any way, shape or form. The car sounds are terrible, and the graphics are ridiculously bad for a game that was released in 2023. Above all else, what's more insane is the game actually won Game of the Year. Now, I'm sorry to say this, but the game does not deserve Game of the Year award. This is insane. This game, existing as it still is damaging to Turn 10 financially and the Forza Motorsport franchise. Take the reviews of the game, for example, on the Steam, the Microsoft Store, and the Xbox Store, They are all mainly negative. And it's what the community really thinks about the game, and this has led to the player count in under 24 hours being under 1k for Steam players. Freaking Need for Speed had double the players than this game did. As you can tell from many of my previous videos on this channel, I have been a huge Forza fan ever since Horizon 3 dropped, which made me stop playing Gran Turismo completely and switch to Forza Horizon and the Motorsport titles, as it used to offer more than what Polyphony Digital and any other studio could offer at the time. At the current state of this game, I have fixed my issue with Forza Motorsport by moving back to Gran Turismo. I purchased the premium edition of the game for about 150 Australian dollars, and I do not think this game was worth what I had purchased it for, due to the many bugs and glitches, bland and boring events and lack of things to do throughout the game, terrible lighting and graphics, and non-diverse and non-updated car catalogue. I think what I'm trying to say is that Forza Motorsport lacks diversity, soul and character, and I think that this is just another racing game. I don't know about you, but I would have happily waited another year for the game to be released if it was polished more rather than it being released in the current state that it was. Unfortunately, Forza Motorsport is dead and is dying a miserable death. Playing Gran Turismo 7 is the only way to fix Forza Motorsport. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and as always, we will definitely catch you on the next one.